So you're looking for information on the rowing machine because you're just trying to get started, and all you're coming across is a lot of really complicated content. We put out a ton of those, guilty as charged, and you just want something simple that's gonna get you started. Maybe you're in the gym right now and you're looking to sit down on the machine and just get a workout in. Well, that's what today's video is about. In today's video, I'm gonna give you a simple and uncomplicated 5 steps to getting you started on the machine, and that is any rowing machine that you might have access to get you going quickly and efficiently. Let's get into it. So you're looking for info on the machine, and all you're coming across are these videos that are explaining really complex concepts. Well, that's because there are a lot of complex concepts when it comes to this machine. As with anything, when you start to dive deep, there are a lot of things that you won't know until you really dig into the niche of it. But today, we're going to cover very simple pieces of the puzzle to get you started so that you can comfortably, in the next 5 minutes or so, sit down on a machine, get a workout, and feel great. So today, regardless of what kind of rowing machine you have, we're not trying to discriminate. Let's just get you started. We're gonna consider this the quick starter's guide to getting onto a rowing machine. First, you're gonna sit on the seat as far forward as you can comfortably sit, and you're going to take your hands, grab your butt, and you're actually going to lift your butt behind you. Do that with the other cheek so that you're sitting with your hips in this nice forward tilt. You don't want to be sitting on the back of your butt or with your tailbone on the seat. You want to take those hands, grab your butt, lift, and get your hips tilted forward. That's step 1. Step 2, you're going to adjust your foot stretcher. So on whatever machine you have, you're going to adjust this plastic foot plate so that the strap is going to cover the widest part of your foot, or the ball of your foot. Then you want to make sure that the straps are tight. Finally, you're going to take your handle, whatever kind of handle it may be, and set your hands nice and wide on the handle, but make sure that your fingers are all on. From there, thumbs will go underneath the handle, keep a loose grip, and extend your elbows. That's your basic setup position. So second is how you move, and this could go as deep or as surface level as you want, so we're just gonna make this really fast. First, you're gonna get yourself in the proper setup position. We call this the catch. You want your hips behind your shoulders, you want your heels down, and you want your arms extended, shoulders reaching. That's your basic setup position. Now, before you start to move, you're gonna brace your gut as if somebody were gonna punch you in the stomach. That really hard brace. You're gonna roll your shoulders down and tension right here. You may wanna take a hand off and feel it to make sure that it's tight. You need to have that engaged before you start to push. Now the movement phase, we're going to start by pushing through our whole foot and our leg aggressively. That's how we initiate. Once that knee's about to extend, we can open the hips. Notice my elbows haven't broken, and when I get to the backside, once those hips have swung open to 11 o'clock, that's when the hands snap in and I can pull with the arms. Now as soon as I get to the backside, as soon as the arms move in, they immediately move away again because I'm always under movement. Once that arm is extended, I move into the final phase of the stroke where I close my hips back to 1 o'clock, and then I let my knees bend as I come back to that catch position. That's my entire cycle of movement. Now third, this is really important that you need to know, is that there are 2 main factors you always need to keep in mind. Number 1 is that you're turning your cycle over quickly at the front end, and you do that with a quick push of the legs. That quick turnaround of the cycle is important thing number 1. Important thing number 2 is that we are always relaxed as we slide forward. That relaxation is really important to the stroke because the stroke is very yin and yang. It's very hot and cold, black and white, fire and ice, whatever you want to call it. But as you put it all into that drive, and then you relax as you glide forward, collect yourself, and put yourself into position to be able to have a quick turnaround, which is principle 1. So again, 2 principles you need to always be thinking about. Quick turnaround at the catch, and then nice relaxed slide to get back to that catch every time. All right, the next 2 things that you need to think about are resistance and feedback. And these are going to change with every single machine. On the Concept 2 machine, for example, resistance is what we're talking about when you adjust your damper setting or your drag factor. It can go by either. And what you want to understand are the basics on your machine of how you adjust resistance. A good sweet spot for the Concept 2 machine is between a 3 and 5 on the damper setting. Okay, that's a really good place to start, and that would be the speed that you would feel if you were on a relatively normal racing shell in the water. It moves pretty well, doesn't feel too heavy, doesn't feel too light. Now if you wanted to feel like you were in a big heavy paddle boat with some really small oars in a headwind, then you would take the damper setting up to a 10, and if you wanted to feel like you were in a very light, fast, sharp, quick boat, you take it down to a 1. Now again, every machine will vary, so understand your resistance. And number 2 is feedback. How do you receive feedback on the machine? Well, that comes from whatever the performance monitor may be on that machine. Play around with the buttons, know how that monitor works so that you can collect data on how you're working, because that data is important to you knowing how far you've gone, how long you've done it, and how much output you have when you're actually doing it. That allows you to compare your efforts between now and the next time you do it, and it allows you to collect data so that you can create some kind of consistency in your training. And 5th, this one's really important, plan your training ahead of time. Don't just jump on the machine and start moving. Have a plan for what you're going to do, because if you just jump on with no plan, you never know what you're going to get out of it, and there's no intent or purpose to the workout. Give yourself an intent and purpose. Decide whether it's time or distance that you're going to be doing, or perhaps number of calories, number of watts. Understand what your goal or your objective in the workout is, because that's going to give you a reason and a purpose behind the workout, which is going to give you quality of workout as opposed to just kind of quantity, right? You want to have a value-driven workout, not just a workout for the sake of workout, because frankly, if you don't set parameters, you're going to give up earlier when it just starts to get mildly uncomfortable, as opposed to if you set a full parameter, you know exactly what the intent is, you'll work to that and you'll accomplish your goals much faster. So that's it, guys. The whole purpose of this video is to get you started quickly. So take that information, sit down on your machine, replay this video, and make sure that you're doing steps 1 through 4. And then in relation to step 5, go check out our workout playlist so that you can get guided workouts that are going to help you learn along the way and get you a great workout. And in the meantime, if you really love this video, Dark Horses, thank you so much, as always, from the bottom of my heart for tuning in, checking out what we got going. I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button to make sure that you are a part of our following. And if you really love it and you want to know when we get new workouts up, make sure you hit that little bell button, because you're going to get alerted whenever we come out with a new video. And as always, thank you so much, guys. We will see you on the other side. Hey, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed this and you're looking for more and you want workouts, continuous coaching from me and my other coaches in our private Facebook community, it's our monthly workout program. It's $39 a month. Just go over to darkhorserowing.com/athlete to sign up now.